Thank you so much for inviting us back to give you an update on where we've been in the last year. It is exactly a year actually since we were here, so it's really exciting. I'm Maresa Ness, the Chief Executive of Mosaic Clubhouse.
And I'm Matthew Levine, a member of Mosaic Clubhouse.
So what we did when we came last year was just remind, well, people may not even know, the impact that getting a diagnosis of a serious mental health condition has on people. Apart from the obvious, which you see there, the self-stigmatisation is pretty awful and often leads to isolation, loneliness and withdrawal completely. So what we at Mosaic try to do is we are a community. People are not patients, we don't do things to them, they are members, they're volunteers, they choose to come and we give them hope. So how do we give them hope? Well, uniquely our model is deliberately understaffed. So everything that we need to do to run the service, we can't do. We couldn't physically do it because we haven't got enough staff. So if we're preparing the board papers, we're typing, we're cooking lunch, we're maintaining the garden, whatever the task, we need to do it side by side. So people choose to come in, they choose to volunteer to help for as long as they feel comfortable, and in doing that we are genuinely grateful. The person therefore feels needed, valued, wanted, they feel they belong, they begin to own what's happening, and it has a massive impact on their recovery through increased confidence and self-esteem. So when we came last year, we really wanted 6 new PCs because the number one on everyone's list that we see is to learn how to use a computer. Most people haven't even switched one on. So we also asked for clothing for interviews because we really focus on getting people back into education and employment and we want them to look smart. And we're always looking for entry-level job opportunities. We have actually sneaked leaflets onto all your chairs that explain more about our transitional employment programme because it is unique to our programme. We were so excited that it exceeded our expectation. We were so thrilled to get this money, and when we went back, we were heroes, weren't we, Matt? Everybody, the morale, it was brilliant. Because mental health's not that popular, so we got 6 new desktop PCs. They are fabulous, and it means no longer is there a queue. It means no longer do people have to share, which is wonderful. We also had some left over so that we could buy a smart board. So we got a contribution for somewhere else, and the smart board has just transformed us, the way we do our training, the way we run our meetings. It's fabulous and so exciting, and we did get some lovely, lovely clothes from people.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you about how Mosaic has grown since we were last here. So these numbers behind me are as a direct result of the funding network's generosity. And the picture you see there is a peer-led numeracy class taking place. Okay, as you can see, in the last year, there's been a significant amount of people have helped thanks to your generosity. Have been helped thanks to your generosity. Our focus on employment and education outcomes has been greatly enhanced. As well as running workshops, we are now able to offer more one-to-one support as some members feel confident enough with their skills to support other members individually. Due to the fact that members' skills and confidence has risen, the quality of our newsletter has risen dramatically, and you have a copy of that as well on your chairs. And as I said before, the confidence in members has led to more members offering to run workshops, and as you can see, 134 members have benefited from peer-led activities. Okay, so there's been a big push in 2014 for our online presence to be a bit more sort of up there on social media. So I've got some stats here from Twitter for November 2014. We had 44 retweets, 4,617 page views, and 57 new followers, including local councillors and public figures. And Facebook stats, I've got 3,057 people were served with our posts during November. AGM, our AGM was the most successful and interactive in Mosaic's history. Thanks to the skills the staff and members have now acquired, we were able to use the technology to bring our annual reports to life. Over 70 people attended to hear progress reports and individual success stories. The event was later described as professional, emotional, humorous and touching. And the icing on the cake, unfortunately you can't see it there because it's been covered up a little bit. We've got Living Well Lambeth Living Well Collaborative invited Mosaic Clubhouse to maintain the website that represents the entire mental health community, which is a huge compliment.
And just finally, we won loads of awards. So we met Esther Ranson and she gave us the Third Sector Collaboration Award. We were highly commended in the Charity Awards, and the Clubhouse movement as a whole, because it's a worldwide movement, was awarded the Conrad N. Hilton Humanitarian Prize, which is the most prestigious award in the world, and that was for relieving the suffering of people living with mental health conditions, which is awesome. $1.5 million, all of which is sitting in New York, I might add. So thank you for listening, and thank you so much for helping us to change so many people's lives for the better.
Thank you.